Back with another video. These models aren't quite as old as the dragsters and stuff, the NHRA cars I was showing. Sterling Marlin. This is back from 2001 or 2001, sometime around there. The old Dodge. That was the Intrepid. This is about the time frame when Earnhardt Sr. Lost his life at the Daytona 500, the car that Sterling Marlin was driving, the old Coors Light Silver Bullet car. And this is about the time when Revell Monogram start changing their kits a little bit. They start putting in it wasn't a styrene, it was a rubber type soft plastic knit that was kind of flexible. They start doing that. They started including windows that were pre-painted and stuff and all that. So that's the Sterling Marlin car and all, and that is about the time the paint schemes on cars were getting more detailed, more and more decals, more color, and this is when the model cars start coming up, kind of like the Star Trek models with all the Aztec-teching decals. This is when the models start to be more like a wrap instead of just a few decals here and there, like in the old days when they only had a number and a couple sponsors on the quarter panels and stuff, and that was about it. So some of these models now with the wrap and stuff, and then that's Kevin Harvick's car, and that's probably a couple years after Earnhardt Sr. lost his life at Daytona. That's when the paint scheme started to change from the old basic good wrench to the this what they call a shark tooth color pattern and stuff, and all that. And we'll set that one off to the side. And this is one of the models now where the Revell start even changing more. They start leaving the Goodyear off the tires. Didn't include the Goodyear decals no more. They still gave you the one for the quarter panel. The windows, it was an all one-piece window snapped in from the inside. All the safety bars and framework around the windows are all pre-painted into black. And like I said, the decals were becoming more of a wrap. Some of the construction was a bit more simplified and stuff and all that. And I think we can pop this one apart here and see. These hoods really sat in these models pretty good. Anyway, but there we go. This is they kind of start simplifying construction on these and all that, and in fact I think some of their kits, yeah, these got like little posts inside that when the hood's still taped on it, probably so I wouldn't lose it. But they did give you some detail for the inside as far as the adjustments for the control arms and stuff that you see them when they work in the pits. If anybody's in the NASCAR, I assume they stick a wrench back in there and they give it a few cranks and make it get looser, tighter and stuff. So they were putting some of those details, but they were simplifying some of the other parts of the build and everything and all that. But and this is another one, they start giving you that that soft plastic, that rub net and stuff and all that. And and it wasn't too long after these that they start doing the they went back in snap kits. Only a handful of drivers, maybe 3-4 drivers, they start doing snap kits and all that. And before you know it, they weren't doing NASCAR anymore because they weren't they weren't getting the rights. Like I said, the Goodyear, some of the sponsors, Childress and stuff like that. They Hendrix. They that was all part of stuff that had to be paid by the model company as far as Revell went. But back then, this was Revell Monogram. They were selling a lot of these kits under the Monogram nameplate rather than Revell. Back those the dragster videos I did, the Pro Stocker, the Funny Car, the dragsters. That was the Revell boxing, and I think this is when they were doing the Monogram boxing and stuff. It was still part of Revell Monogram, but they were just going under Revell or Monogram. But they have come out with a couple new kits now for some current cars from last year. But a lot of the sponsor decals aren't there, and you get aftermarket and stuff, but I just don't find it worth buying a car model no more if everything don't come with it. It's kind of like the Star Trek models at round two. They need to make money, so they box the kit up, and you got to buy the Aztec decals now separately, and it's almost like you're buying two kits for just to build one and stuff. The price you pay, and it's pretty sad that they have to do that, and especially in this day and age with everything being more expensive out there. You think there'd be a way they could work it in and keep the pricing down and include the decals, everything you need to do the Aztecing and all, but it's just it's become like that, and that's probably one of the reasons I'm not building a lot of the newer Star Trek kits. For that reason, I like to build an Enterprise D and light it up. I built it years ago when they came out with the first clear edition. I didn't light it at the time. I just did a static model. But now with the new one, that one came with the Aztec decals and everything you needed. Now with the new the plastic one, now it's a styrene plastic rather than the first repop they did was an ABS, and you could only use CA glue on it because regular testers are. Tamiya glue wouldn't hold it because of the ABS plastic. It's a different makeup. And now you get the clear one in styrene, but you got to buy the Aztec decals separate, and they cost almost about as much as the kit, if not a little bit more. So I don't see any reason to be buying another one and stuff, And the only thing I'm looking for that's coming out is hopefully they do that 350 Katinga that they're talking about, and I'd like to build that to go with the big refit Enterprise and that. And I may do the 1000 scale Klingon to Prey and the Defiant kits and stuff. Those come with everything you need. But other than that, as far as their 1400 scale or whatever else they come out with, to me, it's just I'm not going to be spending the money by keeping decals separately and stuff and all that. But anyway, enough of that. I just thought I'd show you a couple of my NASCAR models, and I got a bunch of Dale Jr. ones and stuff, and Dale Senior ones that they're packed away real nice and stuff, and the boxes are sealed up so they don't get damaged or that. And I'm probably not going to be pulling those out. Maybe sometime down the future if I have nothing to do or decide to pull them out for some reason. But those are kind of all closed up tight. The funny thing about this Revell Monogram Chevy Monte Carlo body style. The Revell actually had a more accurate nose on there than the Lionel diecasts that you pay big money for. The whole car itself, the whole body, was much more accurate than the diecast and stuff. This got a sloped nose on it. The diecast almost had a nose that almost dropped straight down more so, and that it's really surprised how the model company outdid the expensive Lionel diecast company and stuff. And you think that the diecast, since that's a big deal with collectors and stuff, that they'd want that to be more accurate than a model kit. So, but anyway, that's all for now. And I hope you enjoyed seeing these videos and that. I got a couple more cars to show you. Just a little bit different variety of racing and stuff, and then I'll probably get back into the sci-fi again in the next day or two. So, till the next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Hope you like checking out some of my older cars, and like I said, these are going back maybe about 18 years or so they're not as old as some of those other ones, and these are in better shape as far as finishing goes. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next video. Until then, like I said, thanks for subscribing, thanks for hitting the like button, thanks for leaving your your great comments. Everything's greatly appreciated, and I try to do the same back to you guys. And all and we'll see you soon. Till the next time, happy modeling. Bye.